Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the confusion of faces scattered abroad. Like their identity goes to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Although they look like these heathens, they trace back to the royal seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. Okay, I would like to give a lesson today based on the one who you ignorantly call God and the one who you ignorantly call Jesus, that they are so-called black entities, and God's name is actually Yahweh. He has a Hebrew name, and it's Yahweh. And his son, Jesus, the one who you ignorantly call Jesus, he has a Hebrew name that his name is Yahweh Shai. And I would like to have scriptures to explain how their physical features are, that they have the physical features of a so-called black man. In Daniel 7 and 9 it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, which is another term for the Most High, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire. Now when we look at that picture, Daniel 7 and 9, you see a so-called black man. You see his woolly hair. He's white, woolly hair. And his garment is white as well. Okay. So now, and then as you search Ancient of Days, you know, this is the whitewashed image of, the Most High. They're trying to make mockery of it, showing you that the white man is the so-called God, that, trying to show you that God is a white man, which is a lie. This is like the engraven images that they make of to this day. Yep. And now, I want to explain to you his skin color now in Revelation 4 and 1. Slakia. Spelling too fast. Damn. Alright. 4 and 1. And I think this was the prophet John that saw this. After this I looked, and behold, a door was open in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will shew thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. This is talking about the Most High. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. There was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald. So now when we look at it, a jasper, it's like a reddish brown. See? And then a sardine stone is just, I spelled it. Like a brownish color. There's more breakdowns of these scriptures. Let me see, Revelation 4 and 3. So pretty much that's to show you that the Most High, that's basically how he, That's his like his look. All right, and let me go to how the one who you're gonna call Jesus, Yahweh, how he looks. Okay, and it says, in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass that they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Yep. And that's basically showing you that if you look at what brass is like a let me see. Brass. This is how brass, like, it's like a yellowish type of brown. And he said as if it's burned in a furnace. So now when you put brass in a fire, it's going to turn out dark. So that means that Yahweh Shai was very dark. So let me show you like his images. See, this is like one of his near images. It's not really it's pretty close. It's pretty accurate, but you know, this is basically how his skin color is. But the world will show you that the world will show you that he looks like this. They use the white man, which is Cesar Borgia, to confuse the his image, you know. Let's see Daniel 10:6 real quick. Yep. His body was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as the lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. So you see right there, and that shows you that the Most High is a so-called black man, and that his son, Yahweh Shai, is a so-called black man as well. They're like black entities basically, and basically like this truth, this is like this Bible is only meant for like a certain group of people, and it's only meant for like Israelites. This is not meant for no other nations of people. This is not meant to Edomites. This is not meant to the so-called um heathens, which are the Asians, the so-called white man, and the Arabs, and all these other nations of people. It's only meant to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and Latinos. That's all it's meant for. And with that, I would like to say, Shalom,